team sitting at 1-2 coming into this one. Somebody's going to get back to 500 here in week 4 as away we go. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Penix going to throw straight away. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. And it's 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Staying with Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Got his man, that's Zay Jones. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
It's 2nd and inches at the Commanders' 42-yard line.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. To the air with Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Might shift to the run here. 3rd and inches. Penix now to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders have an early opportunity. That's an interception on the game's first series. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and also just unwise decision-making forcing that pick.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Hey! Hawk 70, Hawk!
This is Ja'Cory Kronsky-Merritt, in it for the first time. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
He finds Eckler out of the backfield. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways. Defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Nice.
They'll throw for it. It's caught by McLaurin. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Option play. Here's a give to Eckler. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Come on, come on. Hit. Bronco 80. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Caught at 1. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Falcons nothing. Gay to kick off for Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Shot.
Here's Penix. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's 3rd and short. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you'll get more interceptions.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Jalen Lane back deep for the Commanders. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Brings it in at the 12. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our 1st quarter. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. The Commanders have an early lead. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of 1. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Pitch it to Krosky Merritt. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
First down. A gain of a yard. First down, Washington.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Panther 11, down. 76, 19, Lions. Let's go.
On first down, here's Daniels. Forced out to his right. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Let's go now.
They've got a man in motion.
70, ready.
One drawn up here for Daniels. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2.
Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That's dropped underneath tacklers. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, break off the first down.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his second and inches.
60.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
Come on, come on.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 13-0 lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
And that's no good. I don't know if the snap and hold were clean, and he is not able to knock it through. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Here's Agnew on the return. He gets popped quickly there. That's not a nice feeling or a nice run back.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go.
Penix working from the gun. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A 28-yard pickup there. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Penix on first down. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44.
really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. A handoff for Robinson, running right. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Penix. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
These defenders, they can just feel it. You're up a couple scores in the game, and you know what the other side is starting to do. They're starting to press, and you're going to start to see a little bit more pass. And that's when these defenders pin their ears back. They get home, and they create havoc in the sack. Just like that.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
Their own 26-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Motion a receiver left.
70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready?
Play fake here, Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
The right side is caught by Samuel. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Trying to throw this from the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Case. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
31, Daniels. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, Dragon 60.
1st down.
Daniels is going to throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for Washington. 1st down.
Let's go now.
Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
19 sight, 19.
Throwing from the gun here. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, he's running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
And he's got it, so they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time, they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
And Cowboy 80.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground and start this one off. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. To kick it away, here's Pinion. His return starts at the 5. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Here we go.
Motion the slot man right.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. Completed left side to Samuel. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Daniels on 1st down. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Penix on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this. Fourth down, here's Penix. That one's caught by Mooney. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle, and he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 70 range.
To the air with Penix. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I think they were going to be grateful just to get the ball back, but now look at where they're getting it, Kate. This is already inside field goal range. I promise you this, they're going to be disappointed if they don't get at least 3 points off that takeaway.
We've set it downs for them from the 31.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go, set. Count, Mustang 19. Steady.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has it at the 7. He's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Let's go now.
In the red zone now. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Daniels now bringing his guys to the line, getting everyone set for this 2-point attempt.
Come on.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
So 1st down from the 41. Robinson on the inside give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Go! Rocco 80.
Penix now. Finds him over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's go.
3rd and 1. It's Penix. Big man showing up the yards. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Falcons 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Here we go.
Daniels. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. They go inside give to Koski Merritt. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Commanders have possession and a massive lead. This one looking like it could be over. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Man in motion, out of the slot.
Ready.
This one left. He loses the football. And he falls on it. So they're going to keep possession and a chance to add to their lead. Woo, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders put up even more points in a win. Tebow Samuel, the touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 36, Falcons 7. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. Showing a little burst so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
On 1st down, here's Penix. To the right side and reeled in by London. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And throw intended for Drake London. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Play action. Here's Penix. He has it at the 5. They're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's Penix yet again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Now to give to Bijan. Defense wins this rep. That's sucked at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
He gets it again. No luck. He tried. He was frightened, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
Kate, you could just kind of feel it. That was a challenge this defense took personally. You want to run it at us? You're going to try to run it at me? I'm going to stuff it before you get started.
So 4th down now, and out comes Parker Romo to try this Falcons field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. To 26.
This is a case of just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
70 range, 70 range, 18.
Daniels from the pistol. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. They do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Ready, ready.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Set, hurt. 18, Viking 18, Buffalo 18, Mustang 19.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Now we'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Some yardage lost and 1st down lost too with that grounding flag. This is 2nd and long. Daniels now against a blitz. Taking a chance to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Third and long for Daniels. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Penix. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Penix on first down. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Robinson. It's inside the 10. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Romo adds the point after. And the Falcons getting back to a 19-point deficit.
Commanders 36. Falcons 17.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. They're going to pass it here. It's everything he has under this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10.
Here we go.
Running here with Bijan. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On second down, Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Third down, Commanders in the dime. 6 DBs out there. Throw here, third down. That one complete to Pitts. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Check smash. Check 60 bison. 60 bison.
On first down, here's Penix. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Street. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. Brought in left side by Jones. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Rig alert, rig alert. Keep it up, keep it up.
Here he goes, one final shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And this was the type of response you always